Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
The Stock Movers Report, your roundup of companies making moves in the stock market, harnessing the power of Bloomberg data.
I'm Tim Stenovec, along with Nora Melinda. Let's take a look at some stocks on the move today. We're joined by Bloomberg News cross-asset reporter Denitsa Sakova. Denitsa, you have a lot to choose from. Did you even find any that are moving lower?
It was very hard to find moving lower, so let's start with those moving higher. It's Intel. It's been the big news of the day, apart from obviously everything Fed. President Trump said that Intel had agreed to give the U.S. government a 10% equity stake. We're yet to see the formal announcement that is expected later today. The ticker, of course, is INTC. We've seen quite a few jumps as those news have been developing. Today, we're seeing more than 7%, really one of the big gainers in the S&P. The deal would be part of a bid to provide a boost to Intel. Intel, of course, has been through a turbulent stretch. Investors have been worried that it's falling behind and it's losing its technology edge. And, of course, President Trump has been trying to get a stake there. This is something that's rarely, of course, has happened in history. It's an intervention in an American company that really is kind of a precedent. But what we're seeing is that, of course, in August, he announced that NVIDIA and AMD agreed to pay 15% of revenue of certain chip sales to the U.S. So clearly there is this campaign to generate revenue of those American companies. But so far, the market is reacting very positively. And of course, there are many worries behind, but so far we're focusing on the optimism for Intel.
Shares of Intel are up 25% year to date. But I mean, when you look at Wall Street recommendations, about 78% of analysts are saying to hold the stock, 4 saying buy, and 7 saying sell. But you're looking at a name that, none of us know. Apple. What's going on there?
Let's start with another big one. Apple is in early discussion. This is like Bloomberg exclusive about using Google Gemini to power a revamped version of Siri. Obviously, there have been many changes with Siri, many discussions, and it seems like this is what has been underway for quite some time. This is marking a key potential step toward outsourcing more of its artificial intelligence. We're actually seeing positive reaction from both Google and Apple. Of course, the ticker is AAPL, and the stock is up about 1.5%. Google has started training a model that could run on Apple services. That's what people said, but this, of course, will take some time. Apple approached Google to explore building a custom AI model that will serve as the foundation of the new Siri, most likely next year. Of course, that's been an interesting development. Apple hasn't been necessarily keeping up with the rest of Magnificent Seven this year, but we're seeing a boost on this news. So we're yet to see how investors will read that going forward, that outsourcing of AI.
Yeah.
Bloomberg News exclusive from Mark Gurman. Another one. Did you have a question, Nora? You were gonna.
No, I want to see what's going on with this exclusive.
Okay, cool.
Let's keep going on, right?
All right, yeah.
Intuit?
Intuit is the next one, and you did find an actual decliner.
I actually found one. I was so excited about all the small caps riding that I forgot that Intuit fell 5%. The tech software company had a tepid forecast. It actually had a pretty strong earnings report, but all we care about is the forecast, and clearly the reaction is pretty bad. The ticker is INTU. The tax preparation software said it expects sales growth between 14 and 15%. And that's where the street is disappointed. They expected stronger growth rates. Revenue actually climbed 20%. We're talking about nearly $4 billion in revenue, and this is ahead of analysts' estimate. But this wasn't enough to bring relief. The stock is up 5% year to date, but if you look at the chart, the last few weeks have been quite painful. Last month, the company launched a set of AI agent, and it's working to automate a lot of things, including customer relation, financial analysis. But so far, it seems like investors are not necessarily rewarding the AI success.
The Stock Movers Report from Bloomberg Radio. Check back with us throughout the day for the latest roundup of companies making news on Wall Street. And for the latest market-moving headlines, listen to Bloomberg Radio live. Catch us on YouTube, Bloomberg.com, and on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with the Bloomberg Business app.